Simon, it's ultimately a 29-16 defeat in the Cup. Is it a case of what it might be, and how much is the message that sends next week?
Yeah, definitely a case of what might have been. I thought we came to life after half-time. The first 40, I thought we... I don't want to say about being headlights, and I don't want to say we give them too much respect, because we respect everyone, don't we? But I don't know, maybe treat them like they're a little bit special or superhuman, to where we played within ourselves. I think the message at half-time, I won't tell you all the words, but one of them was toothless. It's all right running in shape, but if we're not doing it with the level of intent that's required, it doesn't do anything. You know, you're not really. It looks pretty, but it's not really that effective. I kind of was the message. Then as soon as the second half started, we'd reiterated what we wanted to do, which was play with some style and what we practice, rather than just. We've had the opportunity over the last 3 weeks to just smack the ball forward, haven't we, with this poor weather we've had. Now, Aussie's done a great job, and the weather was kind to us for a couple of days, so more conducive to how we want to play the game, and I thought we just played really within ourselves. So second half, after a few words and a few conversations about what we felt we needed to do, we looked like a team that were way more connected and on the same page then, and really made, stretch, challenged them, scored a couple of nice tries. Still had a lot of pressure releases in the game, which we just can't do against most teams, never mind the comp favourites. So I think on the whole, belief is a big thing. I thought you saw belief around the 41st minute as opposed to minute 1, which is what we'll take into next week. That they aren't superhuman. We've got to play a brand that suits us and take the game to them, and not leave yourself too much to do. Because I think the 25-30 minutes we played quite well in the second half. We probably did enough to win it, but for our own pressure releases, and then that's cancelling out a toothless 40 minute in the first half.
This got to try right on half time. Did that change the message at half time, or do you think it made us play about a little bit in that case?
No, I think the message at half time, I decided what it was after 15 minutes, because we weren't doing what we said we were going to do. We were probably always one pass away from challenging them, really. There was some good performers within it though. There's a lot of positive to take from it, Mike, to be honest. It's disappointing we're out of the Cup, which puts us out of the 80-95, which isn't great either. But we're rolling to next week now, and we know what we're capable of. I think I've said to the boys internally, I don't mind telling you now, that I think last year it probably took us 8 or 9 rounds before we actually believed we've got an alright team here. I think there's a good shot of belief after that game. I think we just really need to buy into that belief and press on from it.
You could call it a proper cup tie. How pleasing is it that we did match the intensity of them for great periods of time, and we know we can go toe to toe with them a little bit?
I thought we matched them more. I thought, listen, they've got a few freakish human beings, haven't they? Junior Moore, giant man, Leilua, Craig Hall, really quick, tall bloke on the edge there. They've got some real threat. Well, they've got them across the board, haven't they? But I thought physically we looked good. I thought they looked more tired than us, to be honest, and they had a lot more of the fair weather stuff than we had.
Joe Martin was cup tie for this game, brought Louis Dufresne fullback. What do you think of his performance?
Yeah, decent, come up with some good stuff. Mixed bag in other areas, a couple of errors which we can forgive everyone, of course. But yeah, he come up with some really good stuff as well. Obviously Lachlan came in, decided to rest Zach this week. We've got 4 really good wingers, including Ben Tibbs as well, who scored yesterday for the Giants reserves. Had a good run out there. Decided to leave Zach out because we've got some tough games coming up. Lachlan needed a game, and I think they've come in and given me a bit of an headache, haven't they, both of them? So we'll work that through this week. Yeah, but it's nice to have those headaches rather than not have them.
Back to the league grind next week at Post Office Road. Have you seen enough today to know how to beat them? Is there much difference that we can do, or?
Yeah. I think we had them sort of teetering at times where we just needed our pass selection a couple of times. We probably overused Cav a bit there, using that short ball a bit. So that might be an option for us next week. Have a look at playing around the back a little bit more. But I think ultimately it's playing from minute 1 how we want to play and not being dictated to. We need to get into that mindset of being equals as opposed to inferior to a Featherstone. We've got a very talented team, very skillful team, and we need to show it. And that's our best way of showcasing everything we're good at. So yeah, we'll lick our wounds. We'll look through that game. There's good and bad to look at. Some of it pretty ugly at times, but there is in every game. But yeah, fortunately they come around pretty quick and move on.